Okay, here's my setup for the Excalibur crossbows that I have. I've got the 380, the 405. I've had the Axiom 175 pound pull and the Equinox 225 pound pull. And I just finished shooting a 275 yard shot with the Matrix 380 Twilight DOX scope HHA optimizer. And I'm just gonna show kind of my setup here. I'm fixing to move to the 405 and start shooting it, and take a break from the 380 here. But I'm gonna show my setup. I've got the Excalibur carrying case here. Got a couple of styrofoam heads from the hobby store there, so you can practice shooting. Got the Excalibur soft cap there. Got some bolts, 6 bolts right there. Got some Luminant bolts in the center, but I use 20-inch carbons. Haven't actually shot the aluminum. I've shot just all carbon. They're so durable and everything, you can't go wrong, and use them forever. Use the fire bolts right there, the Excalibur Firebolt 20-inch carbons. And then buy you some Excalibur Luminox also, so you can shoot at night, and you can also find your bolts easy and everything like that if you're shooting distance and everything, if it goes over the target or left or right or whatever. But using a shooting bag, using just an old broke wooden chair there that I've been shooting off of for 15.5 months, and using that shooting bag right here for support, firing from kneeling supported position. Got me old Barska spotting scope here. It's 25 to 125 by 88 zoom and waterproof and that, and it does the trick real well. It's not very expensive and everything, not a brand name being Barska and that, but a damn good spotting scope. It served me well, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Came with a case, tripod, everything. Got the Excalibur C2 crank here if you need that. Makes it really effortless if your arm's hurt or anything, or if having difficulty pulling back the 405 or whatever. Here's the Nikon ProStaff 3 rangefinder. I've been using that sucker to spot with, so I know what the range is. Got the HHA optimizer up here. Got the Twilight DOX scope that came on at 405. When I turned it in, I went ahead and put the Twilight DOX scope on the 380 and kept shooting from 230 back. And got the Taliban Zombie down here, looking all fly with his shades on and that. And I got him from Zombie Industries. He makes it fun, gives you something different to shoot at. I've shot him on pulley systems and everything. I've also used the Canon Hessex 40 power shot. It's 35 times zoom optical and 140 times digital. Used it to film all my videos with, 161 of them. And there's that Taliban Zombie, a little better picture of him. There's that 20-inch carbon bolt I just nailed the 275 yard shot with. It's 16 inches of penetration, or correction, 4 inches of penetration, 16 inches sticking out there. Missed it by probably about dead center, by probably about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches from dead center at 275 yards. Not bad at all. Okay, got me a tape measure down there to measure my stuff with. Got me some baby powder in that. 3 archery targets set up here, and just put stack them on top of each other. Used a ladder back here for support. Use that ladder for support. Bungee corded some exercise mats up there, 4 foot by 10 foot, and just folded them up so they're pretty thick there. It helps slow down your bolts a little bit left and right, you know, if as you're shooting like that, so you can keep track of them easier. And that comes in handy. And just putting that black mat over there just makes it easier to see the bright balloons or the like white styrofoam heads and stuff like that if you're shooting with a garden stick or whatever, you know, shooting them off a garden stick. But this is pretty much my setup right here. Twilight DOX, HHA optimizer, Matrix 380, Zombie Industries, 20-inch carbon bolts, 3 good archery bags, dependable spot and scope there. The infamous Excalibur crossbow soft cap, can't live without it. Couple styrofoam heads to shoot at, shooting bag, 6 bolts, some luminant bolts in there, and a good carrying case for it with these side pouches. I love them. They hold so much stuff. I got a little bit of everything in there. If I get that bag, I'm good to go. And I always buy the Excalibur Firebolt 20-inch carbons. Tried shooting the 18-inch, have no problem with them at all, 100 yards or less. Just when I started shooting distance and in higher winds and everything, I just had more success with the 20-inch carbon bolts. So nothing wrong at all with the 18-inch Diablo neck bolts, but I just prefer to shoot the 20-inch. Everybody's got their preferences on it and different shooting styles, and it just works for me. Well, here's my setup. Excalibur Matrix 380, 275 yard shot, and now I'm moving to the 405 and going for 300 yards. Excalibur Matrix 380, out.